I have no rhythm, just so we're clear on this. All right.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. How you doing? It is
week 5.
Big bet. So, as you know, time is winding down, and for us, it feels like it's tomorrow. It feels like when we said that we wanted to do this 5 weeks ago, that it was actually too far out. We were like, maybe we should do it sooner. And now I'm almost regretting that because it's happening. It's here.
We're here.
Yeah.
So week 5, I'm not gonna lie, I think we're both pretty tired, but also excited and invigorated that it is so close to launch day. As mentioned in week 4, we're finalizing our budget. It was something we were going to work out with ourselves, but we actually have a board meeting this Saturday, and so they're a wonderful group of intelligent people who are going to help us work through that as a team and just make sure that all the checks and balances are there and that the budget is ironed out. So that's this week.
We are also in the process. Raina is writing a bunch of copy for social media. I'm going to go in and I'm going to design it. And then together we will hopefully create something beautiful. And then we'll pass it by our designer, we'll pass it by our strategist, and we'll figure out, what we can use to run as ads. Because if you've ever run an ad on social media, then there are certain 20% rules. There are a certain amount of captions that are gonna be, very, what do they call them? Clickbaity?
Yeah.
So, yes, we're going to use the clickbait.
Yeah, because the whole purpose of this campaign is to get as much visibility as possible. So the more shares, the more likes, the more comments, the more traction we get, the better our odds at reaching our goal for the crowdfunding. So we're going to do our best to amplify what it is we're putting out there and really just get as much engagement as we can.
And we're going to need you to help us with that. So when you see a post, share a post. It is going to be important for Raina and I to tap into your networks as well. If you think Power Pump Girls is an organization that a friend of yours would be super interested in supporting, share it. You don't have to share it on your story or on your feed. Share it in a DM, send it in a text message. But we definitely want to tap into your network too.
Yeah, and this will be a cool way we're going to have those rewards that we talked about. We're going to have some new stuff that's never been released before as far as merch. So this will be a cool way to get your hands on some exclusive merch for the campaign. Something else that we're working on that'll be really exciting is a Q&A. We're going to be doing an Instagram Live with Savitra Wilson of Brasilia, and we're super excited. We had a great conversation with her last week, and she's on board to support what we're doing with the crowdfunding campaign and just have a conversation with us as a female Black founder.
And if you don't know who Savitra is, you should definitely do your research. In our state, we're in Louisiana. She is the Black woman who is really paving the way for women like Raina and I. And so it was super imperative for us to ask her to have this conversation with other people, because the challenges that we face, we know that she faced as well. And so we believe in bridging the gap, helping people behind us. And it was just super awesome to find another woman who was also mission aligned in that same capacity.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
And then finally, and probably most exciting for us, is this weekend we're filming our official pitch video with Ross Pirelli of Fourth Floor. It's going to be good stuff, y'all. We've mapped out the whole storyboard of the actual official pitch video for iFund Women. And so we've mapped out the different locations that we're shooting, what we're going to be saying, who we're involving in the video. So we're really, really excited about that.
Have we announced how much money we're asking for? Do we want to wait?
We're going to wait.
It's not $1 million, but
But yeah. We'll definitely get you in on that. So Shireen, last week you asked me on a scale of 1 to 10 how I was feeling about it. Going into this week, what was a challenge or something that we faced or you faced that we overcame, and how did you handle that?
I think a challenge that we faced throughout the process was so many moving pieces. And having to manage that. So I have a small background in project management, which really helped Raina and I through this process. we took it as one big thing and started breaking it down bite by bite. But even that, I think that was so much for 2 people. We had to pull in a designer, we had to pull in a strategist, we had to pull in a videographer, but everything was really still on Raina and I. And I think that was a really big challenge. Oh, I don't know. What do you think was a challenge?
So the transition. So this all started in the middle of a pandemic. We were like, yeah, let's launch this thing. And in the middle of it, we both had to get new computers and like decided to get new software and project management things, and just we had a lot of transitions in the midst of something very big
and traumatic.
And yeah, and so it was just a lot happening at once. And
I left my job in the middle of the pandemic too.
So it was like, what is this new life? What is this new schedule? How are we gonna make money?
Yeah.
All these technology issues we're having. Like, it was just
on top of still having social impact in our community during all of this.
Hosting a blood drive and working with other organizations. So yeah, and still pushing forward Secured and the things that we do.
Yeah.
So none of that stopped on top of taking on this. So yeah, the 2 of us taking on this big challenge together and having to really just execute was a challenge, but we're pushing through, and I think it's showing us just how resilient we are and how capable we are. And so it just further excites us and motivates us to do what it is we're doing and to help others with whatever journey or dream they have and in whatever way we can.
I would like to add that, like, a lesson in all of it was that, you know, when you're truly aligned with your purpose and what you're called to do, what you're passionate about doing, when that becomes the center of everything that you do, things just start happening. I cannot tell you the amount of things that have happened to us from week 1 to now, just by aligning ourselves and saying, you know what, if we want this to be our life, if we want to do this, then these are the steps that we have to take to do it. And things just started happening. So tap into that vein. Whatever it is that you want to do, take that first step, take that next step, even if you've taken the first one. Just take another one tomorrow, today, the next day, because that was a really important lesson for us. Yep. So
we'll see you next week in our final week before launch.
Oh God.
Thanks for being here, and
oh God,
we'll see you then.
Oh God, I'm calling. Oh God.